YouTube. Alright, so just watched the Nintendo press conference, well, live event, and the Nintendo Minute that followed it immediately after the live event. Not bad. Nintendo didn't have a bad showing. I think Nintendo, they've basically gone to the point where they're not worried about the third parties, they're gonna do it themselves. Which I don't really blame them, you know. I mean, is this going to help the massive wide appeal of the system? Probably not. You know, you're not going to get your Call of Duty fans or your Assassin's Creed people or any of those people on the system, but it will help move the system. Because, I mean, this is a lot of games being made by Nintendo, and most of them come out next year, so there won't be a drought next year. At least not on Nintendo games. Let's see. But let's begin. Let's go over what happened here. So they started off the show with Smash Brothers, talking about well, they didn't talk about anything really. They started off with I didn't really get to see the beginning, but I know it started off with Iwata and Reggie playing Smash Brothers, and of course Iwata picks Mario and Reggie picks himself. Yes, Reggie was in the game, but not just as Reggie, but Reggie was in the game as a Mii. And they explained what the Mii was in the game. So the Mii is not just like, oh, you know, it's a Mii, a generic Mii. Like, no, the Mii is you. It's a custom character that you can make. And they also explained it as the Mii can be anybody. It can be any character. You can put your boss in there. You can literally make your boss a Mii and beat the crap out of them in Smash Brothers. Or you can make anything. You can make Solid Snake. You can make characters that aren't gonna be in Smash Brothers. You know, you can make anything. You know, you can make. Hey, look, for all those people out there who keep yelling and complaining about Ridley not being in the game, make a damn Ridley Mii. Do that. You can make anything and put it in the game and with the Mii's and play it. There are 3 different Mii's. I think there's a shooter Mii for like long distance, and there's 2 other different ones they didn't really go into much detail with. This is the shooter one, and then there's the regular one that's a regular physical attacker. The 3rd one they didn't go into much detail about. Then there was they moved on to talk about Pokemon. Oh my god, Pokemon. So they didn't talk much about it, but they did show a trailer which had gameplay, and it showed Brendan and May using their mega bangles. So that's the new thing. It's not a mega watch anymore. It's not a mega ring, it's a mega bangle. And you know, it's fashionable. Bangles are fashionable. You know, and excuse me. It showed them using the Mega Bangles to Mega Evolve, Mega Skeptile, Mega Swampert, Mega Blaziken. Skeptile and Swampert's Megas were revealed yesterday? Day before yesterday. Awesome. Mega Skeptile has Lightning Rod and is a Dragon Grass type, the first of its kind. And Mega Swampert is he's still water ground, but now his ability is Swift Swim, and he's a fucking beast. Look at the man is freaking huge. Okay, all right, and he's just swimming, and he's gonna be he has Swift Swim, so he's gonna be bulky and fast, and you know Swampert's attack is already pretty good anyway. So just imagine if they put some bulk on him, put some speed on him, and his attack is already pretty good. Yeah, they just turned Swampert into a monster. No more UU for Swampert, man. He's straight up the OU now. You know, he's up in OU just snatching people's souls. It's over for people up there. Done. So, you know, yeah, so they had a trailer for Pokemon. What else did they do? Oh, they did another trailer for Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta 2. This trailer was pretty good. You know, it had like a big black guy in there, and Bayonetta has to go to hell to save a specific friend. You know, so that's interesting. You know, it shows her fighting demons, so that's different. Usually she's using demons to fight angels. Now you see her fighting demons, so that's a different story altogether. You know, and then probably one of the coolest parts of the trailer though was the end, where they show her in various Nintendo themed outfits like Samus and Link, and they show her they show her, you know, doing things. And in the end, they basically confirmed that Bayonetta 1 will be included with the Bayonetta 2. So basically, when you buy Bayonetta 1, you get Bayonetta 2, which is when you buy Bayonetta 2, you get Bayonetta 1. Man, I've been talking all day and making videos, so bear with me. Let's see. Next thing to talk about was Yarn Yoshi. That's right. We got Yarn Yoshi. It's not called Yarn Yoshi. It's actually called Yoshi's Woolly World, and it's made by the Good Field Company, same people who did Kirby's Epic Yarn. Looks pretty cool. You know, you can see Yoshi. He eats enemies and makes them into eggs. You know, just classic Yoshi style. I think he can spit the eggs back out. I believe they all have specific abilities. But the one they showed was the one where he shoots it out and it turns to yarn and it binds an enemy so he can like step on them or eat them or whatever. Awesome. Then it shows, let's see, what else? Let's see, Yoshi, Bayonetta. Okay, more they had Pokemon Smash. Xenoblade. Okay, so X. They showed another awesome trailer for X, and it was actually called, they actually revealed the name. It's called Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I guess that was awesome. Go continue the momentum of Xenoblade Chronicles, and game looks awesome. And it's more of a story trailer too, so it kind of gives you a little bit of what's going on. You know, it's about it. You know, it shows some people. One dude is like, oh, the ship that would take us to our Lord has come, and then, you know, the Earth has been attacked or destroyed, or there's a fight, there's war going on. This looks awesome. This is gonna be an awesome space opera. If anything, it reminds me of an anime, Banner of the Stars, yeah, and Last Exile. Those two animes. That's what this game reminds me of. Awesome game. It's definitely on my radar since I have a Wii U. You know, and it's different coming from Nintendo. You know, it's not like your traditional Nintendo game. This is different. Let's see, what else did they show off? Conference. Oh, Toad. That's right. Toad gets his own solo game. It's like a little adventure game. It's like Toad, like something treasure hunter. You know, it was, you know, I was doing like 20 other things at the same time, but it's looks cool. You know, Toad actually gets his own game, his own powers. Hopefully, they'll put Toad in Smash now, maybe. Cause you know, Toad was my nigga, man. I used to play Toad on freaking Mario Party. I used to play Toad in Mario Kart. You know, Toad is the man. He finally gets his own game. You know, I'm missing something important here. I hate when I do that. And I don't have a copy of the conference to look over again. Oh, that's right, Zelda Wii U. Alright, so they didn't give us as much Zelda Wii U information as I thought they did, but E3's not over. They might give us something else. But Yuji Ayanuma was on there, and he showed off the world of Zelda. He basically showed off Hyrule Field. It looks awesome. Like, the grass is moving in the wind, there's sunlight, bright colors. What it is a combination of like what you would expect from photorealistic Zelda with somewhat of the art style and colors of Skyward Sword and Wind Waker, but just not as like toony, you know, because like the area looks freaking real, you know, but it has the bright colors and art style of, you know, Skyward Sword and what you call them, and Wind Waker, which will probably piss off and disappoint a lot of people, but you know, screw those people. This looks awesome. You know, they said they're not gonna make another gritty Zelda like that, you know, like Twilight Princess, you know, which people like that, but hey, you know, even though this one, hopefully this one isn't like super action oriented, because that's what it looked like, you know, because you can see in the trailer, like, you know, he kind of like pops up, you know, and there's this robot creature chasing him and Epona, and you know, he jumps off Epona, or he starts shooting it with like these laser arrows, and he jumps off Epona and just pounds it with these laser arrows. And you see the toony looking Link, and it's kind of like, oh, I don't know. It might be action oriented. I like it. It seems awesome. Hopefully it's not too actiony. You know, I just hope that it's an expansive world, though. He talked about an expansive world. He talked about how they wanted to do something like that with Wind Waker, but all they could really do was make a big area that was somewhat linear. You know, there was one way to get in and one way to get out. And he said this one was going to be different. This actually sounds a lot similar to what Kojima was talking about with Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. You know, Kojima was talking about, you know, how in the other Metal Gear games, you basically had, you could go, there was one way to do a mission and one way to finish the mission. And how now there's multiple ways you can do it because the world is open. That was basically what, you know, Ayanuma was talking about. Just he didn't say it in those words. So, expansive world Zelda. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So let's see. Then they ended the press conference with I know I probably missed it. Oh, okay. So they did a bunch of indie stuff. Lots of indie games. They look pretty good. Lots of eShop games. They didn't touch base with 3DS a lot, you know, which was different. You know, I mean, they talked about Pokemon, but that was about it. You know, they pretty much flew through a lot of things in this conference. This conference was maybe an hour. You know, but yeah, they ended the conference though with probably the most awesome Smash reveal trailer ever, and that was Palutena. It starts off with a fight between like Link and what you call it? So Link and Pit from Kid Icarus, and they're like fighting. But the coolest thing about this is the whole thing is like an anime. It's an anime trailer, and I'm like, oh my god, it's an anime trailer. And the animation actually looks pretty solid, you know. But and so they did an anime trailer. The whole anime fight between like, you know, Link and like Pit was awesome. And of course Pit's about to die, and then Palutena pops up, and he's like, Lady Palutena. And she's basically like, yeah, you know, whatever an angel can do, a goddess can do better. And she comes in there and shows off all her awesome attacks, and she looks OP as hell, but I might still play her. Yeah, man, it looked awesome. Oh my goodness, man. And then at the end, there was an ominous part where Dark Pit pops up. You know, so he could be a playable character or an alternate suit of Pit. But yeah, I have to say they did pretty good. You know, Nintendo, they did their own thing. You know, I don't blame them. They probably should. I give the whole event like probably like a B+. Because I mean, it wasn't like, you know, there wasn't as many like surprises, and the surprises weren't like huge epic surprises, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. So yeah, and then the little Nintendo Minute afterward, that wasn't really a big deal. They talked about a few games, but it was awesome though. All in all, I like Nintendo. I have a Wii U and I am hyped. So I'll be doing more E3 coverage throughout the day. I'll be covering the Treehouse Live event, which is I think 6:30. Expect that up sometime tonight. So yeah. So you know what to do. Like this video, shoot a comment, subscribe, help me out, and keep it real with the real Super Mario.